A nice day. The next 12 hours show just that. We're going to continue here with quiet conditions straight on through the rest of this Thursday. Just a great day to maybe head outdoors, maybe even get in some errands before tomorrow, maybe last minute groceries. Listen, whatever it is that you may have to do on this Thursday, get it done, because tomorrow the last thing you want to do is be on the roadways when we're tracking rain, wind, and even the possibility for strong to severe storms. The next 12 hours, though, they show the sunshine. It'll be abundant today, and it's going to be warmer compared to the last 2 days. Highs today will climb into the upper 60s, even 70s in some spots. We will notice an increase in cloud cover throughout the afternoon hours, but we remain nice and dry. By tomorrow, we have issued a next weather alert day, and that's denoted by the red box that you see over Friday and Saturday. But Saturday is going to be a transitional day. I'll explain in a moment, but tropical rainfall arriving here late Friday morning, continuing into the afternoon and evening, and then eventually tapering off first thing Saturday morning. It'll still be windy on Saturday, but I do believe that's going to be the last element with this storm to finally diminish and clear our region. We should see afternoon clearing on Saturday, and notice the temperature around 67 degrees. Then a big drop in those numbers with a bitter blast arriving on Sunday, but I think the coldest air arrives here on Monday, Chandler.
Hard to see 70s and 40s in the same.
We hate to say or track anything that kind of messes up the weather, but hey, the weather's getting colder, so that means maybe put your Christmas tree up. Or is it too early?
Pushing the holidays.
We're still 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Actually, I saw Gail's interview with Mariah Carey this morning, and she was saying, "I'm not the one pushing these songs. It's the stores that are playing her, you know,
exactly.
her
That's
Christmas
not
song
true.
early."
I saw her Halloween ad. It went from spooky to like Christmas.
I'm just saying what she said. I don't know. Ask Mariah.
Mariah, we don't believe you, girl. We don't
She's
believe
watching
you.
right now.
You're the queen of Christmas, and I think she likes it that way. But follow me this way. We have a couple of cool pictures to follow me this way. Why not? Follow me this way. We have some pictures to talk about, share with you on this fine Thursday. It's really shaping up to be a great day. So if you have the chance to get outdoors, maybe do some last minute errands, today is going to be the day to do so. We're going to start things off with this little one, and take a look at this, a bald eagle, and he went fishing. He is holding on to a fish. This is such an amazing picture. What an amazing picture. He has his dinner ready to go on this beautiful Thursday. And we are going to show you one more. And this is a frosty grass. It was cold this morning in some spots. And we're going to see more of these type of images, especially as we head towards next week. It is going to turn downright cold. We are talking parkas into next week, and I'm going to show you those numbers coming up shortly. But here's what you need to know. We're off to a quiet start, and the rest of the day promises to be just that. It'll be quiet, the calm before the storm. The next 12-hour show, we're going to be warming up nicely. Upper 60s here during the height of the afternoon under mostly sunny skies. Toward the evening hours is when clouds begin to fill in, and tonight should remain dry. It should remain dry and a little bit warmer. I did add a chance of rain overnight, but I do believe we stay largely dry. Temperatures not as cold as it has been at around 56 degrees, and winds will be generally calm as well. Of course, we have issued a next weather alert day, and that also holds into part of the day on Saturday as we track the remnants of Nicole. That's going to bring us rain, some of it heavy, and also bring us a severe weather component with this. The main threats, these straight line winds, in addition to an isolated tornado, a brief spin up. It's not out of the question. It's usually what happens when these storms move through the region. Now, we're also going to notice a muggy and sticky air mass that's going to be planted overhead. And notice how much milder it gets for Friday. We break into the 70s. And when you combine all of these ingredients, a tropical system as well as a cold front, the fact that it's going to be muggy and humid, we do run the risk for severe weather. Right now it's a marginal risk, but the risk is still there. This system then departs on Saturday. Saturday, our transitional day, we should see improving weather. You can see just how much rain is associated with it. This rain picking up in intensity here as we head towards Friday afternoon. Friday evening, we're still dealing with the rain. In fact, that's the time where we could see the shot for severe weather. And as early as Saturday morning, this is 9:30, we should see those clouds begin to clear, and these conditions will begin or the rain, I should say, will continue to move on out of here. As far as winds are concerned, this is what we're tracking. I-95, all of South Jersey, out towards Delaware, winds will be quite gusty here, coming in between 35 at times 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts, certainly capable to cause a few outages. As we head north and west, still quite gusty, but not as prevalent. But if we had to pick who was going to see the heaviest rain, it's going to be our neighborhoods to the north and the west. Further south and east you go, yes, we're still going to be dealing with heavy rain, but it's the winds that we're going to be of top concern. Saturday stays windy, but we are drier, and then much colder come Sunday and into the majority of next week.
Thank you, Larissa. Well, the highly anticipated Black Panther sequel is almost here.
It is.
I know,
just a few weeks ago it was Hurricane Ian.
It was Hurricane Ian.
And slammed again.
And this is a huge storm. It may not be as intense as Ian, but it is a huge storm, and its wingspan pretty much covers the entire state of Florida, which is why they've seen just everything from rain to whipping winds and storm surge. Here's another live picture. This is Jacksonville, Florida, and you can seriously see just how rough the surf is, how high those waves are. And the system is producing rain across that area at the moment. Here's a bit of good news, though. It is moving north and west, and this is quickly going to get picked up by a cold front that's still draped over to the Midwest. And all of these things will come together, and that's what's going to help curve this system out of Florida, and then eventually it'll begin its trek through the southeast, eventually making its way towards the mid-Atlantic as we head towards tomorrow afternoon. Now, one thing to know, one thing that we have been watching very, very closely is the track of the storm, and as of right now, as of the latest model runs, the track stays well to our west. So what does that mean? It means we're not going to see the most intense of rain with this. In fact, by intense I mean the heaviest rain out of this. However, we are going to see strong winds, and we are going to see the possibility of severe weather just because of how muggy it turns. And I'm going to get to that in a moment, but right now it's the quiet, the calm before the storm. Temperatures are sitting in the low 60s here in the city, but notice Millville, you are approaching 70 at this hour. It's 67 in Wildwood, 67 in Atlantic City, low 60s at this hour in Trenton, and we do have some 50s, but we have to travel north and west, Allentown out towards the Reading area. As the afternoon presses on, we are clear and sailing here. We're looking at smooth sailing as we head towards the afternoon. Evening hours, we will notice clouds fill in, and by the time tonight rolls in, we're looking at more clouds, and we are going to see the chance of a shower. Temperatures will dip into the middle 50s, and that'll be the case as we start off our Friday. Now, Friday morning looks fine. Take a look at late morning, however. We will begin to see the first rounds of rain move through the region, and denoted by the yellows and the darker returns, we could see heavy rainfall out of this. This is 11 a.m. You can see the I-95 corridor being soaked by rain, and that heavy rain band extends as far west as the Williamsburg area. We continue here with 3:30 in the afternoon with rain moving through the area. By 5, we're still dealing with that heavy rain, and we could see severe weather at this time as well. This will continue to lift. Look what happens as we head towards the overnight, still raining in some spots, and then the system's out of here by daybreak on Saturday, which means Saturday afternoon we're looking at improving conditions. Here are some of the threats with Nicole: heavy rain as well as gusty winds, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. And as far as wind gusts are concerned, the higher winds will be confined along I-95, points south and east as well. And then once this system clears, we're looking at windy conditions to remain a factor Saturday, and then much colder air spills in behind this system on Sunday, Janelle.
All right. Thank you, Larissa.